What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Needy Girl Overdose, this time with episode 6. It was a really fun episode last week with the Karamazov girls. Seeing the little ones kind of inclusion in the group, very much a huge change in kind of style and personality. But yeah, some really fun segments throughout the episode as well. Some of my favourite parts and one of my favourite episodes yet for damn sure. So no doubt this episode, like every episode, is going to be very different. Every episode has been like very different. There was a couple at the start that were very explanatory. Yeah, certainly unique. What is that? That's her leg. Got some long hair. Well, they're fully naked except the choker. This is yeah, got the foot focused dart here. Oh, that's smooth. Oh, it's a smooth job. Smooth. Also, I'm not a massive fan of her or the other girl, to be honest. They seem pretty like up themselves, but maybe that's a bit too judgmental of me. Something about people that think they're worth much more than other people that I don't like. In fact, I kind of hate those type of people, even if they're right, even if they're correct. There's just something about that self-importance that you should have. I think everyone should have that to a degree. Too much of that, and I'm likely to despise you, to be honest. But again, pretty judgmental. So I doubt that's like the full picture, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, they clearly haven't got the full picture of her, nor the other girl in the group actually. Get puked on. Okay. Trinity cycle. Oh. He's anti-Jesus Christ. The same would usually be he worships the Antichrist, maybe. Marilyn Manson. For the horrific visual. I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me, huh? Interesting title. Honestly, I can understand why people would think that's stupid, but as someone with a history, that does make quite a lot of sense, actually. I'm gonna stan her. There's no way anyone actually talks like that, right? I'm going to stan her. Yeah. I mean, I've met loads of those type of people that are just like yappers, just yap, yap, yap. And it's clear they're doing that for a reason, or maybe it's just who they are, but non-stop yap about anything and everything. I've got some more real people here. Carrying a door. Carefully. What does this mean? I'm really bad at like visual metaphors and stuff. What does this mean exactly? For me, all I'm watching is two men carry a door. Clearly this means something. The door is moving. Oh, they're pretty traditionally dressed. And like soldiers. Like, how the fuck are you, like, what am I meant to interpret from that? This is the rest of the episode. There's a digger in the background there, I think. So this is it, eh? It's almost like something from Ringu. Someone gonna come out of the door. Just like a magic trick. Oh, the door does open. Yeah, someone is there. All pixelated. What the hell was that then? What was that? What? See, this girl just seems so. What's the word for it? I don't like her. This reminds me of like a movie I saw when I was younger, like a girls' movie. I forget what it was though. Some like crappy 2000s romance young girls movie I had to watch because I had an older sister. That's what this reminds me of. I know I'm not thinking of Romeo and Juliet. Kowloon. Ooh. Very cool place. Are you ever gonna have any dialogue that's not explaining something? Ugh, what the fuck? Interesting. Just being a normal person is something you should hide. Ups. sorry, that subtitle was completely different because it's filtered, right? Movies incorporate lots of visual tweaking. Could you get any more different because it's filtered, right? Movies incorporate lots of visual tweaking. I mean, they say the same thing to a degree, but I'm not sure how you get such different subtitles. How is that different from using image filter apps? I mean, one is done by an extremely skilled movie editor, the other is done on some shitty app. So yeah, she's talking my language here a bit though. My language here a bit. Aren't putting on a facade. I mean, they literally are. When you think about it, realistic, like they are actors. But I get what she's trying to say there. Yeah. Old Stanley. Ooh. Well, we mentioned a lot of classic directors, aren't we? A lot of very big directors right there. I hate to admit it because I'm a big movie fan, but I've never seen an Akira Kurosawa movie. I've never seen one. I think I can't remember which one. Oh, I mean, I've got a lot on my plan to watch list, but I can't remember which one I wanted to watch first. But yeah, I know. It's embarrassing to admit that I haven't seen any of his movies. I've only ever seen really like not a hand, like maybe like 20, 30 Japanese movies in general. They're pretty much all been horror movies. I didn't really used to watch any foreign films to be honest before I became an adult because I had an issue a lot of people have with anime of the I didn't like reading. I think it is a bit harder to just to pause and not miss anything. Not that I would get much anyway, because you guys know I'm absolutely useless with these visual metaphors. But I always used to, as I said, struggle. I think it's easier with anime because there's not as much moving a lot of the time. You can kind of go up and down quite quickly and still like look at the same thing. Whereas with movies, I feel like because they are live action movies, there's a lot more details you kind of miss out on by reading. As I said, I only actually started watching foreign films a few years back, and now it's not really a big deal. I think anime trained me to read fast enough and go back up that I can just do that normally. But I totally get why people do watch like dub and don't watch foreign movies. I used to just have to wait for the American remake, which was always worse. A lot of the time, anyway. There's a few I mean, Ringu, like the Ring's pretty good. It's not quite as good as Ringu, but it's pretty similar on a terms like quality scale. Like Let the Right One In is not as good as the original, but still pretty good. And yeah, there's plenty of examples where they're like almost as good, but pretty much all the time it's just worth seeing the original. But yeah, I'm much more okay with that. I've seen like a lot of Korean films recently. Didn't realize how good Korean cinema was. I especially love Memory. The director, yeah, Memories of Murder. I thought that the main character in that movie is the kind of chubby actor. I really love him. I watched a lot of his movies recently. Really charismatic actor. I recognise that name. Galamoroku. You see that a lot, don't you? Utter devastation. You see that a lot. Like a lot. Like, I feel like I've got a really fat on the chin. I feel like if I was to have anything regarding that, I just wouldn't be you. And you just like, I think I'd look worse, even though you think you look better. I think I'd actually look worse. You're trying to make yourself look better. Happens so often. We really need to watch this character take a shit. A lot of the themes and such of this episode are not like I'm really not getting. Can't lie, and it's very much a me thing. Man, she's really struggling to take that shit, isn't she? Yeah, that's what you're gonna look like one day. Nice. So she didn't go to school because she had a few spots. I became just like them. Ugly people like them. Just like putrid classmates. Oh no, that'd feel cool. Being called putrid. Can you imagine being called putrid? Putrid classmate. That's why I don't like her. She's like, yeah. Putrid classmates, you ugly people. I'm beautiful. And I'm better than you because I'm beautiful. But that in itself makes you ugly. Like, because you're so obsessed. Again, you see this so often with celebrities and people that have access to this kind of money to change themselves like this. If once they do, and if they do, their outward appearance actually shows their inner ugliness. I feel like it's very poetic in a way. Of course, I am really impressed by the voice acting, though. Doing a great job. She's kind of like she's out of fate there. Like honestly, I'm incredibly lost with the visual metaphors. It's like way beyond my comprehension. Way beyond. Frankenstein's monster. No, I don't disagree with that, to be honest. I do not disagree with that. They say, the classic saying, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder in many senses. I kind of like how they thought about death right there. That is the complete. Yeah. Well, certainly an episode of all time. This, like, again, I can't like I struggled to really comment because just so much of it has gone over my head. So much of it is way beyond my IQ and brain processing levels. Not cultured enough. These fucking orbs from Devil May Cry. You got millions of those red orbs. He's gonna get some new abilities after this. They are kind of like shaped like those horrible fucking faces from Devil May Cry, aren't they? I do like looking at those things. Which one's is it? The yellow orb? There's one of them that looks crazy. I still don't like her, you know. Not much has changed for me about this girl. Probably because, as I said, much of it has gone over my head. But yeah. Jesus Christ. So fucking edgy, man. Jesus Christ. I'm so incredibly cringe about that, isn't there? Oh, new ending. Oh shit. I recognise this guy. I mean, I really like the ending last week. But yeah, as I like, I don't even really want to comment on this episode because I didn't understand it. Like it's way beyond my comprehension. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if I tried to point out things I liked and didn't like. Yes, Mr. Kitani. He's done a lot of my favourite anime openings endings in recent years. The Seventh Ascension. But as usual, I mean, the production, everything was phenomenal again today, wasn't it? This ending looks gorgeous as well. The song was great, of course. So yeah, needless to say, probably the white-haired girl's turn next week. Hopefully that might be a bit more comprehensible for me. Slip inside the house. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, like I feel like I can't really critique much or anything today, just because so much visual storytelling, and I'm not always the best. Like sometimes I can get like a few things. It usually, like, even with some of my favorite like horror games like Silent Hill and such, it takes me like a few playthroughs to actually like fully understand it. But oh yeah, that makes sense because of this. And like, if I watched this maybe 2 or 3 times, I probably still wouldn't fully get it. But I don't think I could actually comment too much unless I watch this at least one more time, because there's, as I said, there's just so much like visual storytelling, and I just, the way she is just totally incomprehensible to me as well. Maybe if I could relate to her, it would probably be more understandable for me and easier for me to kind of get. But because she's also like a million miles away in terms of mindset, and as I said earlier, I like hate these types of people, it's even harder for me to understand. But there was a few things I did kind of like here, but yeah, I can't help but just feel like I just felt stupid this entire episode. This episode made me feel very stupid. But yeah, if any of you guys, let me know what your kind of interpretations or things you got out of this episode in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. As usual, as I said, the production was absolutely brilliant. There were some really interesting points made throughout the episode as well. But yeah, as I said, a lot of it went over my head. Love this ending. The song was great. The visuals, as usual, phenomenal. Like the production and like the care they take in the show. I mean, they clearly care a lot because it looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And all I could do is apologise that I could understand more, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 8, I believe.